kitchen. Hi everybody, how are you doing? And a very, very Merry Christmas to everybody out there. This is a wonderful time, a time for beauty, a time for love, and a time for connection for all of us. Today's show is absolutely gorgeous. I have to use that word, it's gorgeous, because we're talking about decorating, and especially now because it's Christmas. And it's wonderful, it just picks up the whole place, it's absolutely beautiful. With me on the set is Saba. Saba comes from Palestina Interiors, who have done up my kitchen, and she's going to take us through the steps of, you know, what you can do for yourself at home and give us tips and ideas of how to make it beautiful. And then I've got Christine, who's sitting next to Saba. I've got Leonard sitting next to Christine, and they are going to join me in the cooking segment. Are you guys ready for that? Yeah? We'll do the cooking segment together? Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've come. All right. Well, you will be showing us, I think, some accessories maybe, or some talking to us about that.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something?
Okay. To start with, you stick to color themes. If you're thinking of doing red and white, like what
for example,
we have here,
this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you accessorize with red, and maybe a bit of gold, or like what we've done.
Yes.
Then it's always nice to dress the tables with lamps.
Lamps.
Yeah, they add a bit of, you see the height, because the sofas are quite low, so the lamps give it a bit of height.
Yes.
And then decorating your coffee table is like, I mean, there's so much choice. I would really suggest fresh flowers a must, because they give a bit of, you know, freshness to the room. And then maybe just simple decoration, 2 or 3, and not also to overdo it, because then it will look, you know, just cluttered.
You've cluttered it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like you see these beautiful glass candle holders in different heights.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And
you've
that
got
breaks the
a nice
vision.
table runner.
Yes.
Which is optional. You could do it even without, and then just have the garland, this string of beads running across.
Yes. That's
and then also not to forget the walls. Put something on the walls, like, you know, just bare walls don't look very, they don't really complete the look. So maybe mirrors or paintings or anything.
Or hangings.
Wall hangings.
I want to bring out, Saba, what we have. What we wanted to show.
We were thinking of showing you how to maybe do a setting for your table.
Yes.
Okay, these are called charger plates. They serve the same purpose as a placemat. Yeah. So this is actually where you'll come and put your plate. You're serving the food on this.
There.
Yeah. So if you have like done on a table, and maybe we will see later.
Yes.
It looks quite nice, and it gives you, you know, the effect that you're looking for. You could have it in gold, silver. There's so many colors available. So again, stick to the color theme. So this is your napkin.
Yes.
Yeah, you just hold it. It's a square piece, so you open it. And then we've got these napkin rings. You could dress up your napkin with that and just put it there. So, see?
That's it. And it's lovely. Just
so simple,
like
but it creates such a statement.
Yes.
Then you also have the option of using an ornament to dress your napkin.
Oh, really? Really? And this is like for hanging on the Christmas tree.
Exactly. So you see, you don't have to go and buy them. I mean, if you've got these from your last Christmas, so you could use them here. And then again, if you want a more casual look, this is more like elaborate, sophisticated look. If you want to do something very casual, where you don't want to like really go out and, you know, blow your budget, so you can just have your napkin with a nice ribbon. Yeah, and then maybe just have some like a fresh flower on it.
And that's also very nice. That's wonderful. That is so. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited. We are going to take a commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to be in the kitchen. And then Saba, you can join us later when we bring out the food. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Good. Stay tuned and see what we have coming up right after this. Welcome back. You're watching Susan's Kitchen. And a Merry, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Merry Christmas. Christine, I want to call you over, please. Will you come and join me on this side?
Okay.
Yes. Christine, we're going to start with a githeri. It is delicious. Come, I want you on this side because you're going to koroga for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's one of the best things you can eat. We're going to start with oil, a little oil. All right?
Yeah.
Put in some onions. I like a lot of onions, so I'll put those in. Do you like onions?
Yeah,
do.
I love onions.
You know, sometimes as a cook, I forget that if you're cooking for yourself, it's okay. You can, you know, do what you want because it's for you.
Yeah.
But when you're cooking for other people, you have to know what they like, what they don't like, you know, and remember that you're doing it for other people. So the onions, they brown a little bit. Carrot. This is carrot.
I always thought the tomatoes go after the onions. Like
If you,
all the
yes,
time.
if you're not always. Not
Oh,
always.
okay.
Sometimes you might not use tomatoes at all.
Oh,
At all
okay.
in your stew or whatever you're making. And then not always do they come right after the onions. Yeah? Yeah. So thank you for asking. So a little bit of grated, I'm going to put the whole lot in. Grated carrot. Will you stir it for me, please? Yes. Will you?
Yes, I will.
Yes, please. Thank you. That's good. We want it to brown up a little bit. I'll tell you what you do. For the maize, for example, here, we're using something called modokoi. Modokoi is pounded maize. Traditionally, this is a kamba dish, the modokoi.
The modokoi is a kamba dish.
Yes, and so maybe they didn't want all the husks in the maize. Maybe that's why they pounded it, I don't know. Okay, next, a little salt. Chili, do you like chili?
Yeah, I love chili.
You do?
I love chili.
Okay, I'll put some, not too much.
Yes.
And then I'm going to put in a stock cube. This is Noor,
Yeah.
and it's a chicken. This talks about chicken. And you've seen them with the beef. They've got the ngombe
Yeah, the
ones on
beef,
there.
yeah.
Sometimes you can get vegetable too. They do vegetable cubes, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So this needs a chicken, and the color is different. The beef ones are much darker than
Yes,
this.
true, yeah.
Yeah. So you put that in there, and then can you please break it up for me? Just a little water. A little bit of water in there. Yeah. It breaks up and it's mixed in.
Yeah.
Then some curry powder.
I don't think modokoi is Christmas meal. Or can it be?
Why not? You know, that's funny you say that because I was just about to ask you what is your take on Christmas?
You know,
Because what do you usually do for Christmas? What kinds of things do you see?
the normal chapati, pilau.
You said the normal.
Yeah.
2 words. Okay? You said the normal stuff. Now what I'm showing you is to think out of the box. Because there's nothing like, these are tomatoes we're putting in. There's nothing like Christmas is chapati and, whatever, the chicken stew and pilau.
Yeah.
That's what everybody does and that's the norm. Think out of the box. Enjoy yourself. There's nothing written in stone when it comes to cooking. It changes all the time. It changes with you and what you want to do. And that's the joy of cooking. Huh? But I mean, I love the pilau and the chapos and the chicken stew. I love it. But you can do other things too. Roiko. A little roiko.
I need to help you.
And then mix it in before I add any water. Just mix it right in. Pigeon peas.
Pigeon peas.
This is the modokoi way. Pigeon peas. Yeah?
Why not? Can you use any other beans?
You can. Traditionally, though, for the kamba, they used pigeon peas. But with the modokoi, you can, use any other type of bean. But I want to do it the traditional way with these two. These were the two. And they're great. And this is great. Tastes very nice. I love it. I love it. And I want everybody else to love it. Because it's great. It's great.
I can't wait to taste it.
You will. Okay, so these are pigeon peas. The beans have been cooked ahead of time. And that's what you do when you want to do things quickly in the kitchen. You do things ahead of time, you organize yourself so that you're not running around like a headless chicken on the day that you're trying to make your thing, your dish. Yeah. Because that's what we do. We don't plan and then, I don't have the salt I need or I don't have the eggs. No. Then you're running to the neighbor to ask for, and then it becomes you get tired and it becomes a stress. So it's nice when you've got all your things together. Okay, and I'll put up the fire. I like gravy. Some people like it dry a little bit. If you were cooking this at home and you had all those things ready, this is a 10-minute stir fry. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just going to let this warm through, and I'll let it warm through, and then we can put the dhania in at the end. I've got some chopped dhania over here. We'll put at the end. Okay, this is done.
Okay.
Right, we take a break, and then we'll come back, and Leonard, you're going to come up, and we'll do the next thing with you. All right?
Yeah.
All right, good. See you shortly. We're going to take a commercial break. Welcome back. You're watching Susan's Kitchen. Thank you for staying tuned, and a very big Merry Christmas. And we had done our githeri with Christine earlier on. And you're going to join me to do the bread. We're making some homemade bread. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle a little dhania onto this at the end, as I was telling you, Christine.
Yeah.
At the end. Let's start on the bread. We start with a little milk. And what we want to do with this milk is to stand here and watch it, because you want it to just come to boiling. Just.
Okay.
Yani it's not boiling, it's just, and that is so important. Bread is tricky. It uses yeast. Bread uses yeast to rise. And then you need a warm something. We usually use warm milk. But if it's too hot, and that's why I'm saying not boiling, because if it's too hot, it kills the yeast.
Okay.
The yeast doesn't work because now it's been flattened out. So once it's warm, what I want to do is take about 4 tablespoons out of that.
So little.
Just a little bit, because this is what I'm going to dissolve the yeast in. And I'll let this cool. I'll leave it open and let that cool. Okay, and then the yeast goes in. So you put in the yeast. And you want it to dissolve. You want it just to
completely.
Sit, yeah. You want it to sit in there, and then. Okay, I'm going to leave that just like that. Just let it dissolve a bit. I want to add here some margarine. If you can use butter, whenever you read a recipe and it says margarine, if you could use butter instead, it just tastes so much better. So I want my margarine to
break up.
Yeah, and to melt.
To mix up.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost done.
Yeah. Can you stir that for me,
Okay.
please? Sugar.
Okay.
Sugar.
Whole lot of it.
Sugar is
Sugar. It depends on the quantity. That's about 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Now, I got 2 eggs over here. Would you beat them up for me?
Okay. Sarah.
Yes. Do you cook in the kitchen sometimes?
Not really. Yes,
Are you
the
serious?
eggs. I do. Yeah. Eggs and bread.
Eggs and bread.
Eggs and bread
Yeah.
work well for me.
By the way, they taste good.
They
Yes.
taste really good.
They taste very good.
Yeah.
Yes. In the kitchen, it's hands-on. It's all very practical stuff. You've got to do it. You can sit and read all the magazines you want and read all the books you want, but until you actually
Do it.
get in there and try something, I suppose it's like riding a bike or swimming, or the practice makes
Everything
perfect.
comes with
Yeah,
practice.
practice. Yeah. Could you pour that in here?
Okay.
And I hope it's not too hot. And then you get scrambled eggs.
Oh.
You get scrambled eggs. So we don't want scrambled eggs. So you allow this to cool a little bit before you put
Okay.
the egg inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Take it all out. All right. Okay. Next, I'm going to move this way.
Okay.
This is flour. This is just home baking flour. Give me the yeast. Could you pour it right in here? Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to use my fingers just to slowly start mixing it in. And I would like you please to add in some of these. Just pour it in with the sufriya as I work. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. A bit more. Go ahead.
So you keep doing it until it.
And you go slow bit by bit. Go
Bit
ahead.
by
A
bit.
bit more. Yeah.
Bit more.
Bit by. So you don't start by adding in the whole lot, because you'll be swimming in it. You want to go bit by bit. So you can see you need to make a dough, and what
Okay.
we're making is a dough. Okay. Now this is coming along. This is how it should look, and you want to try and sort of get all the dough from the edges.
On the sides.
Yeah. Okay, this is feeling good.
Yeah.
Then we drop it right here. So now what you need to do next
Okay.
is to knead it. Yeah. You need to knead it. And you do this for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yes. So you make bread when you're in no hurry. Pole too. Now, this is cardiovascular exercise.
If you're doing that for 10 minutes, oh.
Okay. You want to take over?
So how do I do this?
You
Like
lean
that?
on it. You lean on it,
Lean like
and you can feel it. You can feel it sort of.
It's sticky.
Huh? Yes, it is. You lean on it and sort of
Okay.
you're just manhandling it, in other words, so that you can make it elastic.
Okay.
While you're doing that,
Okay.
I will prepare. This is a baking tray, and what you want to do is, I'm just going to use my fingers. It is drizzle some oil on it. And then you want to just smear the stuff like that so it doesn't stick. How's it? Is it softened a bit since the
It's
time
softened.
you
It's a
started?
whole lot better than when we started.
Yeah. Right, so once you've kneaded and you feel it's become much softer, Leonard, open the drawer down here, right where
Here.
you are. And there's something that looks like a knife. That square thing, that one. Yes. Yes, please, yes. You're trying to, you want to make a ball. Okay, I'm going to cut it in half because it'll be easier to work with. Okay. Once it becomes nice and soft, I prefer not to have too much flour on it.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to shape it. You want to shape it.
You can shape it into anything that you want.
You can shape it into anything you like, and that's what I love about bread. You can play with it. You can, you can do this kind of thing. You know, you can do a plait.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like a plait, and then you stick it down over there, and then over here you finish it off. Do. Yeah.
So now we're doing the small
I
little
want to do
buns.
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 Yeah, I want to do buns. You want to do them in the same size. So you look at them with, you can just give them a look with your eye and you can sort of gauge. All right? Okay, these are balls that make the dinner rolls. Would you bring that tray out for me from the back?
Right here.
Yeah. And then
What else?
there's a fork somewhere. I think I had a fork somewhere. Take the fork, take the egg,
Okay.
spill some in the bakuli for me, take some of that water, add it in, mix it. Yes.
All of the water.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So what's this for?
It's called a glaze, and you'll see what it does in a minute. Okay, now, after that, where do I put this one? Here. Move them around. They need a little space, so you don't put them too tight.
Clustered,
Yeah, too tight. Because remember, it's bread, and remember, it's yeast, so it's gonna, and you need to give it just a little space. Take the brush, the pink brush, take out the fork, and then please brush them.
Brush them?
Yeah. Shall I show you one and you do the
Okay.
others? Well, brush them like this, all the way to the edges.
So what's that for?
This is called a glaze. And a glaze does exactly that. When it cooks, it'll glaze, it'll shine.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. And I'll show you what comes on next. The topping, the little sprinkle that I want to do, which gives a very nice look to the bread once you serve it, is this. Do you know what these are?
I can see sim.
Sim sim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's sesame seeds.
Oh, yeah.
In English.
Yeah.
Now the other ones are poppy seeds. See how small they are?
Yeah.
They're little. And they're so sweet. Yeah, I love them. And they add such a nice look to the food. And of course that's the sim sim. You can see it better there.
Yeah.
Those are also little seeds. Okay, we're done with that.
Okay. Yep.
So what you do is just sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
Yes,
All
just
on
sprinkle.
top of it.
Yes. Will you sprinkle that one?
Yeah.
And I'll sprinkle the other one. You will take your tray and leave it in a room that is just, just a room like this.
Okay.
Out on the table at room temperature.
Room temperature.
Room temperature. Yeah. You cover them
Quiet.
with a nice something like this. You take a nice, kitchen towel and you make it damp.
Make it done.
Make it damp and then cover them, and you leave them until they've doubled in size. It takes about an hour. These are smaller, so maybe about an hour. And then that goes into the oven after it has risen. I would say about 180 degrees, maybe 20 minutes for these small ones. Yeah. Let me show you something else I made earlier. Okay, could you move this out of the way? I'll show you something else. All right. This is a loaf tin. Yeah. And you've greased it and it should come out well. Here's another kind of loaf tin. If you take this out, you have a design from here. Now, I want to show you just a quick way of doing a very nice garlic spread. Take some butter, just drop it in there like that. You take a little bit of parsley. This is parsley.
Parsley.
And you can get it fresh and you can get it dried.
Yeah.
In the shops.
Yeah.
And then you must put in garlic. This is garlic. You crush your garlic, you pound it into something small, and it's cooked. It's mixed in well, and that's it. That's the mix. Something terrible that I like to do, but it tastes so good, is into this very rich and delicious food that's gonna make you grow. Into this is cheddar cheese.
Cheddar
Oh,
cheese.
yeah. Yes.
It is. I'm telling you, close your eyes and just eat that bread. And you're not talking, and no nothing, and you're not, it takes you to another world. It's delicious. So you put you put a little bit of the,
A little bit more.
yes, a little bit more, of the cheddar cheese, and you mix it in. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's simple. Shall we take 2 minutes to plate? Yeah?
Okay.
Take 2 minutes and we put the food out. Okay. All right. Well, we've come to the end of the show. The end of another show. And it's always a sad time for me because I always have so much fun when I'm doing these things, and I hope that you are too. Well, Saba, thanks so much for being on the show with us and showing us about decorating.
All right.
Asante sana, Saba. Thanks so
right.
much. Thanks so much. Thank you very much at home for watching. My name is Susan Kamal, and for the recipes, please go to my website www.kenyankitchen.co.ke. Please get the magazine. It's called Kenyan Kitchen. It's in the stores, and have that for you to keep and look at whenever you want to. All right? Can I say goodbye? Shall we say goodbye? And a very, very, very big and Merry Christmas from all of us. Merry Christmas. See you next time. Bye.